Jamaican steamed cabbage. I'm going to show you how to make it. Let's go. We're going to start with one whole cabbage. I'm going to cut that in half. This is not the ideal. The ideal knife. I'm going to be washing the cabbage. I take a couple of the first layers off. And then I'm going to go wash it right now and I'll be right back. Okay, so my cabbage is fully washed. I've changed knives because this one's a lot better to cut. It's a little smaller, but it's better. So we're going to cut them in thin slices, like very thin. Like very thin. See how thin that is? And so there's not a lot of ingredients for this. This is probably one of my favorite side dishes. Kind of goes with everything. It's almost like that what is it called? That red sauce. That shit goes on everything. Like, you know, that kind of, this goes with everything. Okay, so the full cabbage is cut up. Put that in this bowl, and we're going to move on to the carrots. Normally with my recipe, it's for 3 large carrots, but because I only have like little carrots, as you can see, I'm going to use 5 small carrots, but it's supposed to be 3 large carrots. I'm going to peel them one by one. I hate this. Like these side ones here drive me nuts. The other one is being washed right now. I mean, I could technically go in there and wash it myself. It's already in the dishwasher. So I'm going to use this one here. I like the ones that are sideways. They just, for me anyway, it goes better. Put it aside. On to the next one. Okay, carrots are nice and washed. Now I'm just going to cut each side of them. This one's kind of weird looking. We'll dice them up. Slice them very thinly. You can cut them up any way you want. If you want to use like a mandolin, I always mess up that word. If you want to use one of those contraptions, you can. I'm just going to slice it myself. So if you're going to slice it, you're just going to slice it like this, very thinly as well. I cannot cut very fast. They're never usually even either, but I do it as thinly as I can. All done. Put it over here. Let's put it on the side here because when we put it in the pot, we're going to be layering it. So the cabbage is going to go at the bottom, and then the carrots, and then just layer them like that. Now we need 1 large tomato, and we're going to cut that up in pieces. And what I like to do is just kind of put little slivers like this, and go like maybe 1 like this, and then start cutting them up. Because we just want little cubes of tomato. See? Like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. Just makes it a little easier, but if you're not comfortable doing that, that's fine. You can cut it any which way you want to, whatever you're comfortable, that you don't want to chop your fingers off. I seem to talk about chopping fingers off a lot. I think it's because I cook so much and I'm always cutting that I'm very conscious of that. So here's 1 large tomato. And we're just going to put it on a plate because we're going to be adding this last at the top of the layers. And then we're now going to cut up 1 large onion. Got my garbage there so I can just easily clean up that way. I have to take off the first layer of the onion. I don't know if everyone does that, but I don't like this piece here. I don't like that. So I always have like at least one layer off of the onion. So now we're just going to slice that over like that. Try to do it as thinly as you can as well. What I like to do, instead of keeping it whole, I like to just cut it like in half and then hold it like this and then kind of cut it in half again. It's your choice how you like your onions. I cook with onions, but I don't really like to chew into onions. So that's why I always cut them very thinly. And then add it here. I have 2 scallions now. I'm going to cut that up Cut off the ends. What I like to do, kind of smush this first, kind of release, I think, release some flavors or something like that. And I like to cut them in half. So just like that. I cut them again like this. And then I chop them together. Just like that. In small little pieces. And then again, add here. We're gonna have thyme, probably like 5 or 6 sprigs of thyme, maybe. I mean, I'm not counting, so maybe just like a chunk of it like this, and then add that here, so we know this is all going together. Now we're gonna start setting it up in the pot. So we are going to add some oil to the pot, like that. The pot is heated, as you can see. So now I don't even have to do this. Usually I just put my hand there. I'm gonna put it down to like a 5 right now, and start adding the cabbage. I'm going to now add the carrots. The tomatoes. The thyme will be last. Then I'm going to add this. And like I said, we're just going to spread it like this. Add this on top. The thyme. Then we're going to add 1.5 cups of water for it to steam. Like that. I'm not going to stir it right now. And I'm also going to add just a little bit of oil in there. There. Cover, let it steam probably on like a 4 or 5. You don't want it too high because you don't want it to burn. And then we'll come back once it's almost ready, because we don't have to really touch this much. We're going to check on this, mix it up the very first time. Probably for like maybe 10 more minutes. And then we'll come back. We're going to check it again. Taste it and add our salt and pepper to taste. At this stage, I'm also going to be adding a heaping tablespoon of butter. It gives it that like creaminess, that creamy flavor. It's not cream like actual cream, obviously. Just taste that. Okay. So I'm going to add my salt. I'm also going to add some pepper. This is just to taste. So you can put little or more. It's really up to you. Okay, I'd say probably about this much butter goes right in there. And we're going to stir that up again. This is going to melt nicely and give it such a great flavor. You cook this for as long as how you like your cabbage. If you like your cabbage crunchy, then you take it out earlier than me. I don't really like it crunchy because I find the more you cook it, the sweeter it gets. So I'm going to let it sit for a little bit more, the buttered juices, and then I'll check it again to see if it's, if it tastes the way I want it to, and then we'll be done. It's very quick. It's not a very complicated side to make, and it's very delicious. And we'll check on that again. Okay. The cabbage is now done. There's still some juices in there, which is what you're looking for as well. You don't want it to be too dry because there's butter in there, so it has like a nice buttery flavor. Cabbage in general, when it's cooking, it has like a sweetness to it, and then carrots is also sweet. So it's actually a very nice side. I'm going to take a little bit to taste away from the pot always. And just to make note, every time I use a spoon, I dash it away and grab the next one. I'm never double dipping, just so you know. Oh my God, it's so good. That's perfect. I don't need anything else. Please try to make this and let me know what you think. I know you're going to like it. And this, my friends, is it.